Act 1. The Dream Wedding and the Nightmare Groom. The original poster, OP, a woman in her late 20s, starts her story by explaining that she had been with her fiancé, Mark, for 4 years. Mark was charming, successful, and well-liked by her family. To OP, he seemed like the perfect partner. They got engaged and spent a year planning a massive, expensive wedding. OP found her absolute dream wedding dress, a stunning, intricate designer gown that cost her $3,000. Because she bought it with her own savings, she kept it locked in a garment bag in the guest room closet, strictly forbidding Mark from looking at it before the big day, because she wanted a traditional first look. About a month before the wedding, OP noticed a shift in Mark's behavior. He became incredibly controlling about the wedding budget, demanding to see receipts for everything she was paying for. Then came the ultimate red flag. One evening, Mark sat her down with a massive spreadsheet. He told her that since they were going to be a team, they needed to practice financial sacrifice. He revealed that he had canceled her hair and makeup appointments and downgraded their catering menu without telling her. When OP got upset, Mark said something that chilled her. A good wife learns to submit to her husband's vision for the family. You're being selfish. Act 2. The Disappearing Dress. OP was deeply shaken. She went to the guest bedroom to clear her head and instinctively checked the closet to look at her dress for comfort. The dress was gone. In its place was a cheap, generic white sundress from a local department store with a sticky note attached to it. The note, written in Mark's handwriting, read, "A lesson in humility. You don't need luxury to marry me." OP lost her mind. She confronted Mark, demanding to know where her $3,000 dress was. Mark calmly smiled and told her that he had returned it to the boutique to get her money back and put that money toward a down payment on a car he wanted. He told her that if she truly loved him, she would gladly walk down the aisle in the sundress. OP didn't scream. She didn't cry. Instead, a cold, calculated calm washed over her. She realized 2 things instantly. She was absolutely not marrying this man. The bridal boutique had a strict no returns / all sales final policy on altered gowns. Mark was lying about returning it. Act 3. The investigation. OP pretended to comply. She nodded, apologized for being spoiled, and said she would wear the sundress. Mark was ecstatic, utterly convinced he had successfully broken her in to be a submissive wife. The next day, while Mark was at work, OP went on a mission. She called the bridal boutique. Sure enough, they confirmed no man had come in to return a dress. OP then began searching the house. She knew Mark wouldn't have destroyed it because he was too obsessed with money. She checked his car trunk, his office, and finally she broke into his email on the home computer. There, she found the truth. Mark hadn't returned the dress. He had given it to his own mother. OP found an email exchange between Mark and his mom where Mark wrote, "I'm taking OP down a peg. She thinks she's royalty. Mom, you take the dress and sell it online. We'll split the cash, and OP will wear a $50 dress like a normal person." His mother replied, "Good job, son. Show her who wears the pants early." OP's blood ran cold. The toxicity ran in the family. But she also found out where the dress was currently being stored, at his mother's house, an hour away. Act 4. The double-cross. OP called her brother and 2 of her closest bridesmaids. She told them everything. While Mark was at work, OP and her crew packed up every single item she owned from the apartment. They loaded up a moving truck in 3 hours. Then, they drove straight to Mark's mother's house. OP knew the mother would be at her weekly bridge club. OP also happened to have a spare key to the mother's house because she used to water her plants. They let themselves in, found the garment bag hidden in the back of the mother's attic, and rescued the $3,000 dress. But OP wasn't done. She took the cheap $50 department store sundress, hung it up in the mother's closet, and left a note on it. "A lesson in humility. You're going to need this for court." Act 5. The Wedding Day Surprise. Instead of calling off the wedding immediately and letting Mark spin a narrative to their friends that OP was crazy, OP decided to let the clock run out. She blocked Mark and his entire family on all social media and phone numbers exactly 48 hours before the wedding. She sent a massive group text to every single wedding guest, including Mark's boss, his friends, and his extended family. The text read, "Hello, everyone. Due to Mark and his mother stealing my $3,000 wedding dress to sell it for cash, and Mark demanding I submit to him, the wedding is officially canceled. Mark, your clothes are at your mom's house. Mom, the sundress looks great on your closet door. Have a great weekend, everyone." She attached screenshots of the emails between Mark and his mother. The aftermath. The fallout was glorious. Mark's life imploded because the screenshots were sent to his colleagues and boss. His perfect professional image was completely shattered. His friends ghosted him, disgusted by the fact that he tried to rob his own fiancée. Mark tried to sue OP for the catering deposits he lost, but because OP had proof that he broke their rental agreement and committed grand larceny by stealing a $3,000 item, her lawyer threatened a countersuit that would put him in jail. Mark dropped the charges and slunk away. As for OP, a year later, she posted an update. She never wore the dress to an altar. Instead, she had a local designer alter it into a stunning, dyed emerald evening gown. She wore it to a massive gala event, looking like royalty, completely free of the man who tried to shrink her.